Yeah, there is, I definitely sense it. The guys will feel it today in training. There's no game like it in the Big Ten as far as men's soccer goes. There's just not that, with only 9 teams in the Big Ten that have men's soccer. I just think this is the only super rivalry game, and it's all eyes, I think, will be on this game, and no matter what the records, no matter what the rankings, no matter who's good, who's not. It's just one of those games that always seems to have theatrics for excitement. Came on, scored one in the second half, had chances to win it, but held on and got through a very tough road game and tough environment. And anytime you can get a tie on the road, I think that helps. Looking forward to the Big Bear game tomorrow night. That originated in 2000 when head coaches Joe Baum and Steve Burns. Steve Burns was the Michigan coach from East Lansing High, started this. And so it's a unique thing, as you guys know, in a lot of these sports, when you have a traveling trophy, anytime you can pick it up at the end of the game and bring it to your sideline, it always has a little extra. Not that this game ever needs anything extra, but we're looking forward to it. I think there'll be a great crowd. We got a 90s cover band coming out before the game playing Be Kind, Rewind. So just looking for a fun environment, and it's a really big step for our guys, and we're looking forward to the challenge.
Hey Damon, how's the team feeling after picking up that draw against Indiana and now heading into a big game?
I think we're starting to gain some confidence. I think I might have said it before here. I look up to a lot of the coaches around here in our department. I've always really looked towards Coach Izzo and what he's done, but maybe I followed the scheduling a little bit too close to his this year. So we played 4 top 20 teams to start the season, and 3 of them were on the road. So 2 of them were in the national Final Four last year. So I think it was a little hard for us to get a rhythm in the win column, but we're starting to feel good about that. I think pieces are coming together. We've had a younger group, and they're starting to grow, and now they're no longer a freshman by this time of year, the guys that have played in a lot of minutes. So I think we feel good. We know it'll be a tough challenge with Michigan. They've got good pieces, and I'm actually trying to think of a game that was a multiple goal game the last time this has happened. So it's probably going back several years. It seems like it always comes down to 1 goal. And so it'll be a huge game Friday or Tuesday night.
And how much of a relief was it to see Grayson Mercer get his 2nd goal this season right there at the end of the Indiana game?
No, it was good. We were happy for Grayson. It was a great ball by Luis Sala. Unfortunately, we won't have him. He picked up a curious red card, I'll just say, in the last 5 seconds of that Indiana game. It was a really good service from Grayson and a great finish. Good service from Luis Sala and a great finish from Grayson. So we're going to need him, Grayson, on Tuesday night. So yeah, it was good for his confidence, and I think he'll be ready to go.
Thank you, Damon.
Just curious, where do you keep that Big Bear when you get it?
We like to keep it in the locker room, so the guys see it every day when they come in and when they come out. Sometimes it doesn't quite make its way into the locker room until a couple days after the game, and I'm not sure I exactly want to know where that bear is or has been in those couple days leading up, but we like to keep it there. Maybe early on we'll send it over to 1855 and put it in front of our administration and let them have a chance to see it, and because it is something that I think our whole department is a part of.
Do you regret this schedule, or like Izzo, do you think it just makes you team better?
I think it's, at times you regret it, and other times you're like, hey, we're prepared for any game that comes our way. So I think with a little younger team this year than expected, maybe that might change a little bit for us, but I like it. I think our guys, that's why they come to Michigan State. They want to play in the best games in the country, not just the best Big Ten games. And so I think our players want it, and we're not going to drop the standard. We're going to help our players get to that standard.
David, this trophy has 1 green eye, 1 blue eye, right?
Correct.
Okay. Do you remember or know how that originated in terms of how green and blue? And if I may have asked you this last year, I apologize, but just how it became 1 blue eye and 1 green eye.
Yeah, so again, Steve Burns, the Michigan coach, the summer of 2000, when they just turned varsity. Steve grew up, went to East Lansing High, and was a longtime club coach at Michigan. And so he knew that they were turning varsity. We had this game, and he happened to be up somewhere in northern Michigan. And he just stumbled across this bear with a blue eye and a green eye. And so he said, we've got to do something with this for a traveling trophy. So he bought it, came back, Joe and him split the cost, turned it into a little bit of a trophy. And so, I mean, to me, I always think it should be the Burns Baum Big Bear Trophy, because those are the two coaches that started it, and it just sounds kind of cool. But
For fans who might be going to their first game and might not know a lot about your team, can you talk about 3 or 4 players to look for and expand a little bit about where they're from and so forth?
yeah, so our goalkeeper's been really good. Owen Finnerty, he actually transferred from Michigan, so that's a little bit of a unique situation here. He played for Michigan last year, but he's been very good for us. We just need a normal Owen Finnerty type game. Gianni Ferry has been starting to come on. He's from Windsor. He's a senior. And so I think he's got an opportunity to show well tomorrow night. And then, I think Josh Adam from Brighton has been good, a nice mainstay for us in the back line. He's a sophomore, but started most minutes last game. We also, obviously, our local flavor, Jack Beck, is our senior captain, has been in a lot of these games and is an important piece from DeWitt High School. He's been great, and then you got Jack Uganis is also somebody who's a kind of a freshman from Okemos that has a chance to have an impact in the game as well.